term console war can be taken multiple ways. Some people say there is a console war. We have two primary consoles that wage war every single year. And others say we're all gamers. It's all love. Well, if you're of the first side and you do believe there is a console war, it's about to heat up. The next console generation is coming. And the latest rumors, if they hold any weight, might be in Xbox's favor. They may be making a move before PlayStation 6 even enters the scene. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Chaos here. Today, we're going to go over insider reports talking about Microsoft launching their next-gen console, maybe before we see GTA 6. I know that's kind of crazy, but hear me out. So according to insider reports, Microsoft is eyeing an early 2026 launch for their next console, potentially staggering the console cycle and shaking up the industry. And when I just think of that, just that footnote, I think that's not a bad idea. It actually makes sense. If you were to stagger the Microsoft console and the PlayStation console a year apart at least, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I really don't. So what would it be called? Xbox Prime? Xbox... Do you remember the Xbox 720? Who remembers that? Who knows? It could just be the Xbox X. The rumor does come from a very well-known gaming leaker, the Ghost of Hope, who I've reported on many times on my main channel for Call of Duty leaks. And he claims the next Xbox will be called Xbox Prime and is set to drop in 2026. The first thing I think of is Optimus Prime. Actually, the more I say it, the more I kind of like it. Now, take the name with a grain of salt, of course. Windows Central's Jez Corden isn't convinced about the Prime branding, but the possibility of a new console in the next couple years, that's actually starting to look kind of real. Honestly, Xbox has been dropping hints about the future for a while now. Even Phil Spencer, Xbox's top man, has mentioned in interviews all the way back to 2022, they're already working on what's next. So why would they release a console early? Why would they get off of the schedule where it's usually Xbox and PlayStation going at the same time? I mean, it's a bold move. You're going to launch a next-gen console before PlayStation and Nintendo? I mean, there's reasons where it could make sense and it could be a bold strategy that actually pays off. Xbox needs an edge over PlayStation. They need an edge over Nintendo. Being first to market can do that, can help them capture a bigger audience before the competition even starts to roll out their next consoles. A hybrid console PC approach? I think we all know that's coming. Rumors suggest the new Xbox will blend console and PC gaming more than ever before. It's going to give players access to both Xbox and PC game libraries with the enhanced graphics and the enhanced performance settings. And of course, new tech, better performance. What are the specs of the Xbox Prime? That's what everybody's going to be talking about. And if the console is expected to run on AMD's latest RDNA 4 architecture and Zen 6 CPUs, I don't know what any of that means, but it's supposed to push for better visuals, higher frame rates, and AI-driven enhancements. I have a feeling the AI-driven enhancements is going to be the biggest change. But when we get a next-gen console, we expect more horsepower. We expect higher frame rates, the FPS to be better, the visuals to be immaculate. There's going to come a point, though, where you can only do so much, right? So if it's going to be a hybrid and be a console that feels like a PC, what does that mean? Well, that would be one of the biggest changes that we've had. Imagine a console that runs on a universal Windows Xbox dashboard. It gives you full access to PC games across different storefronts alongside enhanced Xbox titles, and the performance, well, if the leaks end up being true, it will feature machine learning powered upscaling, FSR4, and that will boost your frame rates while maintaining high resolution visuals, something that could redefine how games look and play on console. So, I mean, what else is there when it comes to a new console? You've got the hardware, the horsepower, the visuals, and everything. Oh yeah, the controller. Almost as important as the console because it's the tool that's in your hands that connects you to the gaming experience. Well, they reportedly are working on a new Xbox controller, and it's interesting. Gyro controls, more immersive gameplay, multi-size haptic motors for precise feedback. I mean, I feel like PlayStation has the haptic feedback on point right now. Wake on lift functionality, I don't even know what that means. Backward compatibility with older Xbox games. Everybody wants that. Now I divert back to wake on lift functionality. I do it though. That means I pick up my Xbox controller and it wakes up automatically as soon as I pick it up. It's kind of like having your Apple Watch and you twist your wrist and it pops on for you. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I pick up my controller. I don't have to hit a button. It just wakes up and we're good to go. It's pretty cool. It's not a necessity, but it's pretty cool. One of the necessities is backwards compatibility with older Xbox games. So can they actually compete with the PlayStation? And here's why I think this could actually end up being real. It's a big deal. Xbox's sales have not been great compared to PlayStation. The Xbox Series X and S have sold over 30 million units, which is awesome, but it's half of the PlayStation 5's numbers worldwide. So would a new console do any better? Would dropping a console way before their competitor be the right way to go? Now, Microsoft, to their credit, has been expanding beyond consoles, Game Pass, cloud gaming, PC releases, but if they are truly serious about a next-gen Xbox and they're truly serious about getting it to us in 2026, you have to have heavy hitters. You have to have big exclusive games. That's why we're seeing major projects going, like the next-gen Halo we saw on the Unreal Engine 5, and possibly Elder Scrolls being optimized for new consoles. We'll see. I don't know. Well, Elder Scrolls, you just never know what you're going to get. But it is possible, and they could do it, and it actually makes a lot of sense. So the other big question, you have the hardware, right? You have the controller. What are the big three things you look for with next gen? Well, the biggest one is the price tag. That's what matters. How much is it going to cost you to get your hands on this? Well, if this does indeed end up being a hybrid console that blends the best of PC and console, it's not going to be cheap. So far, the estimates, and these are complete estimates, alleged, nobody knows, but the estimates are putting it around $700 to $800. So what they're saying is Microsoft can't afford to take losses on hardware. Now, people would argue and say, I could probably go build a decent gaming PC for $700 to $1,000, but the selling point would be seamless integration for both PC and console gaming with full backwards compatibility and performance tuning like a PC. If you have a console that's a hybrid between a PC and you can tune it like a PC, that's going to be a big upside for a lot of people. So the real question is it true? If it is true, should we be excited or should we be skeptical? I mean, if they do drop a new Xbox in 2026, it is going to shift the gaming landscape in a huge way. It's going to separate Xbox from PlayStation's traditional cycle, and it's going to lean into more of a hybrid future. But we'll have to see if it's enough to actually get people back over to the Xbox side. And then case in point is, if they do that and they stagger it, well, then PlayStation has their own launch window in a year or two after that, and who's to say they don't dominate? Then again, it could be it could be good for both. So you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Big question is, would you buy an Xbox Prime? That's the alleged name. It's a really cool name. I actually like it, especially if it is a blend, like a hybrid of a console and a PC. Or are you just going to stick with PS5 and ride into the next PlayStation next gen? Or are you on PC and you really don't care about this console topic at all because it doesn't mean anything to you? You guys, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you guys are enjoying the videos, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you turn on those notifications for all the latest, most updated gaming news out there. And if you guys have suggestions for things you'd like me to cover or talk about, definitely let me know in the comment section. I'll see you soon.